Hello everyone, uh, welcome back to my channel. Uh, I am going to stream Title Tuesday today again. Uh, this is my second Title Tuesday stream. I did it last time many months ago. I decided to come and make a comeback again. Uh, so yeah, let's see how it goes. There's 10 minutes for the tournament to start. Um, I hope my audio and everything is like I'm audible. I guess I am new to YouTube Live actually. So if there's some problem, you can just write in the chat. Yeah, so I'm being told through the Proctor app that I have to make a 15-second delay somehow. Um, I I think there's already a 15-second delay, right? Yeah, I think all's good. Yeah. Yeah, I think all's good. Yeah. Is there a 15-second delay? Is there a 15-second delay? Ah, okay. It's working, I think. Yeah, we're good to go. So the games are starting in. Yeah, thanks for confirming. I think the delay is already is automated. I don't need to do anything from my own. Yeah, but it's highly confusing. Yeah. Hmm. I mean, in settings, GT Advanced, is it in YouTube or in OBS? I don't really understand. Maybe after the first stream, I'll get to know it. Yeah. Oh, the game is going to start in 2 minutes, so I'll be back in 2 minutes. And yeah. Okay. So I'm playing some Ukrainian FM in the first round. So what should I start with? Um, I'm thinking about going for this, but yeah, let's not be wacky. I'll just play my normal stuff. Oh, he's going for the jalapeno. knight c6. Okay, I'll go for knight f6. Let's see what he does. Castle is pretty much natural here, and after bishop d6, I hope he goes rook e1 because yeah, actually I don't think that was the best move, but yeah. I'll just go for castle. So in this opening, black is just playing for rapid development, and I'll just go h6, and yeah, what can we do here? I think cd4 looks like a decent choice since he hasn't yet played dc5, and yeah, okay, I'm burning a lot of time. Actually, there's no increment. I forgot about that. I'll just go bishop d7 back, and something like c5 is gonna come next. Um, what is? Hmm. He's trying to go knight f5, but and also bishop 6 is a threat. Mhm. Like I'll go for c5 anyways. Knight f5. I can go bishop f5 maybe, and then I can play queen d7. Um, yeah, queen d7 and then knight d7. I have hanging pawns, but okay. He had a bishop e7, which would have been more accurate, I think. But now I think the position is roughly equal. Okay, I believe this is heading towards a draw. I'll play knight e5. There's a small trick actually. If knight e5, bishop e5, and rook d5, I have the discovered check of bishop into h2, picking up the rook. But he can go king f1 actually, which is yeah. I mean, he could have taken on d5 actually. I think I'll go d4 here. Okay, I need to be fast. Play maybe this. I think I can push some of my pawns, and now maybe activate my king. Um, maybe this. Hmm. Yeah, I think I'm in some trouble here. I go for a6. Sure, maybe rook e6, maybe. Yeah. I think it's gonna try and flag me. Oh, that was not a really great move by me. Hmm. And got this maybe. Actually, I have some chances right now to win the game. Let's see. This rook is kind of stuck on a5. Yeah, and now maybe go here. This. Hmm. King b6. What do I do actually? h3 and then I think I'll just take this and now just h3 maybe. I'm not so sure what I'm doing in this position, to be honest. Um, and this. King b7 looks forced, and then I can go g4. Okay, g4 anyways. And the position is clearly out of control, but I hope I'm making it somewhere in the pawn press. Oh, I might actually be even winning somehow. Because how are you stopping f1 and giving up the rook doesn't seem like a good plan, and this pawn is far away. Yeah, I'll just go here, I think. And then another check, king b8. I think I'm winning now. Yeah, this is going to be a very simple win now. Yeah, he resigned. Yeah, it was a nice win. He was 2900, and yeah, I mean somewhere around here I was a bit scared because my pawn on d4 is very weak, and here his pawns are here are on the queen side. So for sure, if we entered a king pawn endgame, he would be winning. But yeah, I managed to enter to the 7th rank, and rooks on 7th rank, as I say, are really dangerous. So yeah, I I think his pawns on the king side were really weak, and yeah, like in all these places, I think I was. I mean, I was very scared of king b6. Honestly, I didn't know what was happening here, but I think he was trying to win by force or something. I mean, maybe even here g4 is working because after fg4, clearly rook g4 doesn't work because I have two passed pawns after exchanging of the rooks. I can just push h3, and if this I run with my other pawn, and if this and this should be winning for me. By all means, I think, and here I can just go after the g4 pawn, and yeah, this should be a piece of cake, I guess. Hmm. Although it's actually not so clear, but yeah, we have to ask expert, but yeah, should be winning somehow. Okay, let's check out the other games which are going on. Oh, there are no active fans. Mhm. Oh, one game is going on, I guess, still. Yeah, hi Ayush. Okay, so the next game is on. Is some German IM. Is 2900 on chess.com. Okay, I'll just play the same stuff I played in the previous round, and let's see what he does against it. The four knight Sicilian, which I'm famous for, and okay, he goes for bishop d3, which is not the most challenging opening out there against the four knights. Okay, king h1 does make a lot of sense. Can I go d5 directly, or should I do something else? Hmm. Tough decision, to be honest. I want to keep some tension in the game, so I'll just go d6 and try to take on f4 next and maneuver my knight to e5 g4. Yeah, queen e1 looks like a very very thematic move in this opening. I think I'll just take it and do the normal stuff over here. Hmm. Knight g4, queen g3, then maybe knight e5, bishop e5 is coming, so that might be a problem, but I'll go for it anyways. Yeah, if queen g3, then I have bishop h4 actually, and then if queen f3, then I can go for queen g3, bishop h4, queen f3, and then knight e5. I'm too bad with arrows, but yeah, I hope you understand. Rook d1 is a move, but I guess, yeah, I can simply play knight e5 here directly, and because there are no good discoveries by him after exchange, there's nothing you can do with my queen on d8. So yeah, queen g3, I can go either queen c7 or queen f5. Queen f5 does look a bit more active. Uh, so wait, do I have bishop h4, queen e3, and then something? Yeah, I'll just try to get the queens off the board actually. Now queen d6, I guess. He has queen c1, but that looks really passive, yeah. I can even play bishop g4 or something like that. Hmm. Yeah, if we enter an endgame, this pawn is going to be really annoying for white. Is putting some pressure on the d6 pawn, but I guess I can just safely play bishop e7 back. The c6 pawn is very important, by the way, because this restricts the knight on c3. And now bishop e6. My bishop looks really, really beautiful on e6. I'm really happy with my position right now. h3, okay. Maybe rook d8 and then some knight c4 stuff. I can even play bishop f6 sometimes. Just to activate that bishop of mine. Wait, what? Knight c4 is coming, right? Okay, knight c4 is saying that he can just take and then rook d1 and there would be some unbearable pressure on my d6 pawn. So what can we do over here? Yeah. Let's try to go bishop e3 next. I need to be really fast now. Yeah, okay, I'll just try to do something like this. 96 and now. Oh, why did I even do that? I have to play rook b8. Yeah, 96 wasn't a great move by any means. H6 maybe. Bishop f6. And now. Can I go d5? Or even c5, yeah? I'm too low on time actually. Bishop e5. Yeah, that's a nice move, but his bishop is out of play. f5. And bishop on e5 is a monster right now. Okay, you can take and then go for something like bishop c6, which I missed actually. I don't really think that's correct. Okay, I think I'll go here and take. Oh, bc5. I missed bc5. Shit. I have to take it. Yes. Oh, I just missed 94. Damn it. Yeah, I got too low on time and okay, I just lost some time, yeah. Okay, I think I was much better for a very long time, but yeah. Okay, it was like completely equal for the game itself. But yeah, I had a comfortable position, of course. Yeah, knight f4. I actually miss knight f4, but it's really hard to. Ah, okay, knight f4 and then knight h5 kind of ideas can come, yeah. And then I play g5. Yeah, I should just have held the position somehow. Yeah, b4 was a really nice move for him, I guess. Even though the position is completely equal, but I have low time and I need to take some fast decisions, which I failed to do. And yeah, cb4. Ah, okay, cb4, ab6, and then b3 is really annoying for white here. Okay, the next game has started. Another German IM here. I just played c4. 6, my normal stuff. e3, knight c3 kind of setup. Yeah, I'll play it really quick. Okay, bishop e7 is not the best move out there. Bishop d6 is actually the best move. So I'm really happy with what he's doing right now. In general, I'm really comfortable with these positions as white because I always am potentially getting I'm potentially going to be playing against isolated queen pawn. And what was the move here? Bishop e2 or bishop b5 actually. Hmm. Okay, I'll go for bishop e2. Then bishop b5 was possible actually. Now that I think about it, it might have transposed to some other line. Okay, now he's threatening to go take on f3 and cd4, so I'll take the pawn on c5. And here, should I just go castle? Yeah, just castles. h3. It's knight d4 working here. If bishop e2, then knight. And this knight takes on e2. And if anything else, I just take on h5. Yeah, I think that's a pretty decent move, I'd say. Okay, I'll just play rook c1 at first. I'm trying some tricks with knight into d5, but for sure he's not going to fall for it. Yeah, bishop d6 and now maybe knight d4, yeah. Even if knight b5 and then knight d4. But okay, I won't spend much time here. Mm. What if knight b5 now? I'm really happy if he's going to play knight into d4 because I have full control over the d4 square then. Mm. I think bishop d4 is a move here. Should be strong. Bishop b8 looks very passive actually, but yeah, I mean, maybe I should have. Okay, I think I can take on f6 here, yeah. He has to play gf6. Okay, this I don't like at all for him. And play queen d5, bishop e4, then again. Oh, bishop e4, I have queen e4 maybe? No, queen e4, then he has bishop h2 check, which is really nice. What is that? Knight c7, I guess. Maybe it would be 8 more, yeah. Now queen b7, rook a7. Maybe I'll go queen f3, which looks pretty safe. Bishop c7, then just queen f6 maybe. Oh, queen e5, that's... Why am I losing here? That was very nice actually. I didn't consider it at all. Queen b7, rook a7, and then... I think I have to play queen f4. Yeah, that was really nice. I missed it. But now I can go for something like queen b2. It's burning down quite a lot of time, so let's see. Can I go bishop f3? I think I can. Then knight d5 next. My f4 pawn will be protected. Still, I should be for choice here. Rook c6 maybe. Or g4. Because he can't touch my knight on d5 because I have some back rank ideas over there. f5, yeah. That's nice. Maybe rook e1. This is getting quite intense. Rook c6. Check. Knight b6 on h3. Rook d1, I don't like that move. That a lot. Bishop 4, but what if d1 h7? There's no bishop d5 check, by the way. Maybe this, then g6 is coming. Just play king f3 maybe. Now c2. No idea what I'm doing here, but I'm trying to do something. Oh shit, bishop d5 behind it. Yeah, that was a really bad game. I think I could have flagged him somewhere, but yeah, I should have won this game. The next game is going to start pretty soon, I guess. Yes, I was just completely winning here. I missed. No. Oh, okay. There, I could have just taken, and then knight a8, and there's no queen d6. I missed that. Just rook ft1. Yeah, this was such an easy move. I mean, I should have seen it. Okay. Queen e5 and then queen f4 only move. Take. Yeah, this was again. Okay. Next game has started. There's some Argentinian player. He's a national master, but much lower rated. So he's playing quite some time for his first move. I just play the same setup which I'm really comfortable with. Bishop b4, it's kind of a new move actually. I think I'll go queen c2 and try to take with the queen so that I don't get double pawns. a3, I'm forcing to take it. No, maybe this. And this. My bishop is really strong over here. Okay. The c7 pawn will be quite weak for quite some time. Okay, he has protected it rightfully. So let's see what we can do next. Maybe I'll go b5 to control the c6 square, and sometimes I can go knight d4, knight c6, and has that a7 pawn over there. Maybe I'll go a4 first. knight d4, then knight e5 is coming, so to keep that under control, maybe I'll just simply activate my rook on f1, and now maybe d4, knight b7. I don't really like that move, but okay, maybe knight e4, knight e5, I mean. Queen to c2, and to here, I guess. These pieces are really oddly placed. I mean, Queen f6 looks like a natural move, but okay, it's fine. Let's try to go in like that. Queen d5 looks like a decent move here, but okay, e5. If d5, you can go e5, e4 himself, and then maybe knight e5 kind of stuffs are coming, but which might look dangerous. I think I'm gonna go d5 anyways. Wait, now d6 is a move, right? Yeah, and then I can just take. Should I take? Or yeah, I'll just take it. I think this should be winning. Bishop d6. Although the queen and knight combination is very strong, I still feel like it won't matter that much. Maybe this. He has 98. Okay, that. Maybe I can go for bishop b7 or something, or maybe rook d1. Rook d1, queen d8, maybe. So I think I shouldn't have played d6. I should have waited a bit. Queen b7 would have been an easier win, I guess. Oh, there. This I don't like because I have bishop f8. Check. Then f3, I guess. H5. Maybe rook 7. My king is quite weak, I would say. Maybe this check. And now this. Rook d1. I missed 96, which might be slightly annoying. But knight e6, maybe I can go to d7. Yep. That's a bold move, but I think I'm winning. Oh, okay, that's check, right? I have to take 3, and now this check, I believe. This check. Oh, king g6, and then he has king f5 on. So I have to give this check. Now this. I should take on e3. King 4. Maybe bishop f2. I'll give a check. Looks like he's a mating knight, but I don't see it yet. Okay. Oh no, I missed queen f2 completely. That was really bad. Shit. Now I'm in a lot of trouble. What to do? Oof. Okay, yeah, he blundered. Now I need to be really quick. Yeah. Okay, that should have been a really easy win, but I messed up. I managed to mess up at the end. I believe there's a gap, and yeah, we have Sambit Panda from Odisha in the chat. He's saying increment nahi hai, jaldi khel liya. Yeah, usually title Tuesday, as far as I've seen, it's with the increment, but yeah, I have lost touch with playing tournaments without increment. So yeah, and it's also a bit more difficult to um, discuss the game or like commentate on the game while playing when there's no increment. Yeah, I still play the English. I I would say I mostly play the English even now. Okay, anyway, so I'll just take a small break and then I'll be back because there's some time left for the next round. Says next round starting soon, but oh, there's a 6 minutes break, so I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. Um, mm, the game should start soon. Oh, we have. I am Nitish Belurkar in the chat. He has his own channel, by the way. King NB Live. He's from Goa. He's almost a grandmaster. He's just a norm away from becoming grandmaster. अरे भाई इग्नोर नहीं किया आपको कैसे इग्नोर कर सकते हो yeah okay the game has started so I'm playing grandmaster from I don't know where around 2750 on chess.com. Let's see what he's playing. Okay, the Catalan. Okay. Queen c2, yeah, it's a really modern move, I would say. C5. And then I think d4 is the move. Not so sure though, but looks like it. I had a recent game in this exact opening, which ended in a draw. But b4 I think I can play a5, right? b5, just bishop c5 maybe, or can I play 97? Hmm. Oh no, b4 I think I should have played 96. I think I should have played 96. But okay, what's done is done. Stop at knight b3. I have some development problems to be honest, but I'll go for knight d7 and then knight b6 kind of stuff. Alpha e5, knight d3, then just rook e8 maybe. I'm giving up my bishop on c5, but I will get a nice knight on c5 in return. Yeah, this is annoying. I have to go 96 back, I think. I thought I could play b6, but that's not an option. But maybe I'll go queen b6, actually. Let's see. Okay, I have to be fast. Yes, the bishop pair, but this bishop is not doing much, and I'm about to develop my bishop, most likely to e6, and put some pressure on the c4 pawn. And yeah, queen c5, queen c5. For is trying to exchange of the knights, and I think I'm happy to do that. I'll play g6, place my pawns on the light squares to restrict his light square bishop. b6. What is that? You can just take, right? Rook b1, just queen c7, queen c5, queen c7, I guess. Just bishop e6, I guess. bishop b7, then I might play bishop c4 or queen c4. I think I'll play this. Bishop d. Okay, this and no. Rook c8 maybe. Oh, I missed that. I missed that really. Maybe I have this. Not so sure. Oh, I had bishop f5. Come on, come on. That's sad. I missed bishop f5. I just believed that he played the right move. Bishop f5 was just might have been just over. No, bishop f5. Maybe he had bishop e4. Okay. Yeah. Now bishop f5, right? Now I have bishop f5. So I'm an exchange up right now, but it's not so easy. Maybe I'll go for 4. Just to play a4, I guess. I think he blundered rook b7. And I think it's time to resign for him. Rook d4, I can just go this, check, take, this, yes, 6. Okay, I'll just play really safe now. Rook 8. Oh wait, he's playing for tricks. I'll go h5. King h7. Okay. Just rook a7. Yes. Now I'll play this. Oh shit! How could I miss that? That's really terrible. That's so terrible. Oh my god! I can play just 26 and I'm in trouble. Oh. This is a position where I can resign, I think. How am I ever going to stop that pawn from promoting? Okay, I'll just go f5. 22. That is super terrible. Queen 2, I guess. Yeah, I can't imagine what I just did. Rook d7. That's a lesson for the viewers, I guess, that you should never ever resign. Sure. Hmm. Okay. This is just over. Hmm. That was a terrible loss. Yeah, I was better throughout. Yeah. Yeah, white is better, but it's not so easy. King G2, then what if I just push D3? Oh, Queen E4 is there. That's nice. Hmm. Yeah, this was just, yeah, and he did a good. He made a good decision by not resigning. I mean, who blunders like this? Everything, literally everything is winning over here. Okay, I have to make a comeback and oh, I'm playing Sarbar Tamani, who is a really young talent from West Bengal. He's just 9 years old and he's like 2000 or 2100 rated already. Really talented. And he goes for c5. Again, I get into my comfortable structures. I just hope I don't blunder anything big time. I'll play this check. Just playing this, okay. I go castle. Now I'll take. Yes. I recently played against him in Chess for Youth, like just 10 to 15 days ago. I was playing as black and managed to win that game, but he missed some tactic. But yeah, I'm going to play very much faster now because yeah, I've been falling in time pressure in a lot of the earlier games. Hmm? 95, 25 is coming right? Yeah, I saw that trick. Tricky guy. Very tricky guy. Wait, what is that? Now this. 5. I do not really like his choices, but let's see what he's doing. His king is really weak now. I'm going to play knight f5. It's okay, it took on d4, so that's fine for me now. But what? Isn't f4 just winning here for me? f4, knight g4, h3, but there's rook e4. But after that, hmm, I think f4 is winning. h3, rook e4, just queen b2, I guess. And how is the 7th knight over here? Yeah, I should be winning this game, simply hoping that I don't blunder anything big time like I did in the previous game. King g7 might be a move, but I just take, and then knight f3. Surely trying to look for some tricks. Okay, knight e3, just queen f6 check. Oh, now I don't have knight f5 actually, which I thought I had earlier, but still something like rook f3 is there. Yeah, rook f3. If rook is 6, then I can play something like, oh, king f8. That's something I didn't see, but I don't think that works either. And just take, and knight f5 should be winning here. Yeah, that should be winning. Okay, he resigned, and the trick was like knight f5 and then attack his rook as well as third mate on the next move, and he can't serve both at the same time. Okay, nice game, Roberto. And yeah, here I was a bit surprised why he allowed bishop f6. I think bishop e7 was a better move, but I should still be slightly for choice here. But yeah, something like 95 might be coming, but or 95 is a blunder again. 9 into e5 is coming, so I think I would have just played 94 and tried to play against this weak IQP as well as queen spawn. Yeah, yeah. Till now, 6 games are done. I'm at 3 points. I lost two. Uh, yeah, last night बढ़िया था भाई, but क्या ही बताओ. Thanks for the shot, by the way. Oh, hi Tasin. Tasin is a FIDE master from Dhaka, a really close friend of mine, and yeah, it's nice to see you watching the stream. Yeah, there's some time left before the next round, so because this ended in quite fast. Let's check out some other games. Um, Shroud Watson here. Okay, he won. I have a nice friend of mine who's playing as well. Suardo Basak. What's happening here? He's not playing the title Tuesday, right? No, he's not playing the title Tuesday. Oh, these are 3-minute games, but where are the title Tuesday games, by the way? No. Okay, these are the ones we need to be watching. Dura is playing GM Steinberg from Israel. And he seems lost, but there are a lot of pawns and it might get really, really tricky. Oh, he managed to flag his opponent there. That's nice. Yeah. Hi Tamishk. Yeah, Mitra is also playing. Let's see. Okay, the games are ending quite quickly. Only one game left, which is over as well. And the next round is starting soon. Okay, another FIDE master from Germany. E4. I'll go for C5, my normal stuff. Oh, the Alapin again. Okay, you're welcome. Six. Let the bishop d6 first here. Okay. I hope he plays rook e1 check. Yeah, he does it. I have some tricks along this diagonal always. Bishop f2 is not working immediately because if I go bishop f2, he has king f2 and then queen b6 check, knight d4 is there. And it protects the b5 bishop and I can't take on d4 yet because my king is on e8. So this tactics works only when I'm already castled. This is not a good move, I think, because I can just take on f2, right? Yes, let's go for it. And queen b6 check, a nice trick. I'm a bit surprised how he fell for it, but he fell for it. So I'm happy. Queen d4, just take. Maybe a4. No, it doesn't go a4. that. Should I take with the pawn or take with the queen? I think I'll take with the pawn, so as to strengthen my center even more. Knight a3 seems like a move, but yeah, let's see. I can go maybe queen d6, but wait, that drops, and that loses to queen b2, right? Queen b2. And now what do I do? Knight e4 check maybe. Yeah, why not? Rook e4, then d4. Should I go d4 or queen a1? That's a good question actually. I'll go d4, I think. Queen g7, then I have king d7, I believe. So king d7. Maybe I should have played a bit slower, but see, I can take on a2, I guess. And now king c8 looks fine for me. Next up is rook d8, I think. So I guess I'm doing fine here. It's taking a lot of time, but I believe like it's he's mostly done for here. I think I'll go rook d8, which looks like a very nice move. Rook d4, yeah. I think I'll just take and queen d4 and then queen d5 maybe. He has to protect the g5 bishop by any means. And when he does that, queen f6 is not a move because I have queen f5 check. So it's difficult for him right now. I can play king b7, right? Queen g7. That didn't make much sense, honestly. But what to do? Maybe I can just start pushing my pawn over here. Queen d3. If queen b to check, then just king s6, I guess. But then bishop e3 is a move. So I play this, repeat the position a few times. Queen h8 check, king d7. Here, I will go here now, I think. Bishop f4 check and now king c8. He has queen b6, but I have queen d7. Queen d7 maybe. I can play queen s7, I guess. Yeah. I think he missed that move, and I think the deal is done now. The problem was always that my dark squares were weak and my king was weak in general. So he got a whole lot of counterplay because of that. So I think I'll just start pushing my pawn. And now just king here, I guess. Check king e8. The c4 pawn is falling next. Okay, knight b7, nice. He's still fighting. Rook 7, I guess. King d7. Okay, so rook 8 again. b8. King c7. I just go after those pawns over there. He's playing for tricks. He's a tricky guy. Okay, he missed that. Okay, he resigned. So yeah, that was not a nice game from my opponent, I would say. But yeah, free pawns are always welcome. He missed bishop into f2, and after that the tides turned against him. Uh, so anyways, a couple of more games going on, and hi Parth, thanks. It's it's great to see so quite a few people in the chat, even though I'm streaming after a very long time. So okay, I'm playing the infamous Simon Williams. He's a really aggressive guy over the board, and I'm pretty sure he's going to try some very crazy stuff against me. But he's playing Queen's Gambit. Okay, I've played against him a couple of times though, but I take on c4, play the normal stuff. Oh, they take on c4 if they play knight c3. Here they don't take on c4. I think I messed up already. But what to do? Or continue. Like maybe c5 here. I already don't know the theory, but I believe. Oh, this transfers into Vienna, yeah. And I got literally no idea about the Vienna, honestly. I think I'll have to take. He has got some active pieces, which is not a good news against someone like Simon. Played 6. Okay. Maybe bishop to d7 or e5 is coming, yeah. Already not an easy position to play, but what to do? Yeah, f3 is trying to play e5 next, but I think I'll go for knight c6 myself. Knight b5, can I go just castle? Rook d1 and now maybe a6. Knight d6. What if just b5? Okay, bishop e2. Now what can I do? If I move my knight, there might be something like e5 coming. I think I have to play rook d8. Not an easy position by any means. Okay, rook d8. I have to be fast. Okay, bishop b6. I just missed bishop b6 somehow. Okay, I'll go back there. My idea is to go knight e8 next. I'll just play really fast. Knight e8. No, bishop c5 check. An intermediate check is always nice to make. Okay, bishop d6 and now just take. What to do? Knight e5 maybe. Yeah, I think the best result I can have in this game is a draw. So I'm not going to be really ambitious here. I'll play rook c8. d8, then I can play bishop c6 or bishop 2. Yeah, go bishop c6. King f8. Okay, rook c8. Like this. His pawns are really well placed actually. So maybe bishop b5. I'd love to see him play a4 because then I can go bishop e8 and the b2 pawn will be really weak. Here. Maybe rook e8. Bishop d7. I should have played bishop to e8 actually. It's just wasted a move. a5 maybe. a4, a3 is coming next. Actually, I don't know what to do in this position, so I'll just pretend to wait and see what he does. Hmm. Oh, knight f4. I just missed it. Check. Still, I think with my bishop I have ample counterplay. This and now this is my threat. Rook 2. Now what can I do? Maybe go for this. Oh, I'm really low on time. Check. 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 He's nasty. I just allowed him everything he wanted. I need to take this. Just push myself. This is a draw, but by no means. Like he is going to flag me for sure. Yeah, maybe it falls into draw. Yeah, it was a draw actually. Yeah, I mean just king f7 and then it's a simple draw, but I had no time. So yeah, I had to be a lot faster. Got a fine score, but yeah, I have some break after this, so I'll just go have some into it and come back. Oh, the games have started. So I'm playing some from Vietnam. I was actually having some dinner, so you guys play the symmetrical. Well, not castle only because you can have some h5, h4 ideas. What if b4? I'll just play d3 and then bishop d2 and then b4, I think. Yeah, that's nice. I think the position is pretty equal, and in such kinds of positions, usually the better player wins. Hmm. Just trying to go for d5, I think. I could go 92 and try to regroup my pieces a bit. Queen f4. Okay, knight c3 back maybe. If queen a3, I have rook a1. Okay. It's really getting into some dangerous stuff, I guess, and after queen a2, what does he do? Like rook c1 can't be stopped, I guess. cv4, I can take ab4 and take my time in trapping his queen, or I can go rook c1 immediately. I think his queen is pretty much trapped, as it was a really bad move. He will go ab4, because if I play rook c1, he could have taken on c1 and then taken on c3 to, you know, to have a piece and a rook for his queen. But I don't even want to give a piece. I just want to give my rook for his queen, and yeah, it should pretty much be over. d5, just rook c1. He can gobble up a couple of pawns, but doesn't really help him that much. What do I do? Maybe bishop a1, playing safe. And now queen b3. Maybe 95. H2. I'm trying to play bishop c3 next. Yes. g5, knight h5 should be there. And otherwise I have bishop c3. This I can go rook d1 and try to exchange a couple of pieces, which is obviously going to be in my favor. Okay, yes, he wants to exchange as well, but I'll go this. He missed queen. Okay, I'll go queen s3 check, I think. When before check, there was knight c5. That's why I didn't play it. Rook d6, maybe just bishop b4. Okay, I'll just play queen here, check first, and then bishop b4. Oh, I could have just played queen a check, but anyways. Okay, knight c5, nice try. 5. It's knight e2. b7. Queen c7. I don't want to give that to you. No. He really wants to get bullied, it seems. Attack. Check. Yeah, he isn't going to resign, it feels. He's going to resign now, hopefully. Yeah. Okay. Good game. Uh, So let's see a few other games. Mm. Let's see what Hikaru is up to. He's 3-4-0-4 now. Wow. He's losing. A big fish is Vladimir Fedosev, by the way, really strong. Strong grandmaster, formerly from Russia, but now he's playing under the Slovenian flag. Rogi too. Hikaru is it's really tricky. He's threatening to go queen into h3 because this. Oh, he missed queen into h3. Oh my god. How could Fedosev miss queen into h3? Oh my god. Hikaru is always like he's a lot of times his games are like goes up and down. A lot of times he's losing, but he always manages to win. Hikaru just being Hikaru here. Yeah, this was an epic blunder. But it's very thematic though. Bortnik is playing against Leon Best, who is GM Maxim Veshelagrev, and he seems to be winning, but is slightly low on time. And since there's no increment, a lot of things can happen here. B4, just what if just queen into B4 though? Yeah, king g1 and then queen into B4. Let's say. Oh, he's being tricky. Queen g3. I think he missed queen g3, but directly queen b4 was winning. Yeah. What? Oh, okay. That's a check. I thought for a sec that it was plundering his. Maxim is okay with repeating moves since he knows even with some slight time advantage he can't outwit Bortnik, who is a pre-move or speed chess demon. Oh, Maxim, yeah, he did flag Bortnik. Caro is playing as well. Let's see. India against Filikra. I don't know who that is. So currently, Young Jeffrey is leading. Oh, Hikaru is leading with 9/9. Maxim is in the second place. Carlsen is at 7.5/9. Yeah, there's a lot of chance that Hikaru wins the game, the tournament. I mean, where are we? Okay, I'm playing Kostya Kavutsky, a strong IM from the US. I'll play C4, the same stuff. Okay, I'll play some slow stuff against him. That's the same opening, just complete same opening from the previous game. I played rook b1. a5, I actually don't like that much because this b5 square is really weak now. Should I go castle? I think I can go castle here. Bishop d2, queen c1, maybe doesn't make much sense. Or knight b5. I want to play something like b4. Yeah, even though I'm giving up a bishop, but his b6 pawn might be weak. Or maybe I should have done the same with the knight e1, knight c2, and then b4. 3, queen g3, and then bishop e1, queen e3 check, bishop f2, queen into f4 is coming. Yeah. Maybe I go rook b6 now, and then offer him a queen trade. Knight d4, then rook into d6, knight e2, king h1. Should be fine for me. Yeah, now e3. And I think I'm going to piece up simply. Because these two guys on c6 and d6 are pinned. And I really love this pawn structure of mine, you know. So fluid, it controls a lot of central squares, and the game should be over. And he resigned rightfully. Yeah, that was a nice game. And I moved up to 6 points, which is pretty decent. 2 more rounds to go. Okay, let's see some games. Carlsen is playing Rasmus Sven, a grandmaster from Germany. It does seem to be slightly better because black has a pawn on d5, which is in the square of his light squared bishop, and white has a pawn on d4, which makes this pawn eternally weak, whereas white's pawn on d4 can't be attacked easily since black has a light squared bishop, and he's playing his maneuvering game. And in any case, if the queens get off the board, I think it favors Magnus. But queen b4, and how is he going to save the pawn on? Okay, bishop b1. That's nice. King e1, queen d6, I guess. The f3 pawn is restricting the knight on f6 very well. Let's just check if my stream is on. Yeah, I think I went offline for a slight moment, so that's why there was a lag, maybe. but I managed to reconnect. So yeah, let's check out some other games actually. Uh, Maksud is playing against Duda, which promises to be an interesting game. Oh, and Maksud is winning, and Duda resigns. Sorry. Let's see what Lazovic is up to. He's like 16 years old, I guess, or even younger, and he's a speed demon. And it seems, yeah, it's a really complex position with White having a lot of pawns on the queen's on the queen pass pawns on the queen side, but Black has pass pawns in the center, which seem to be blockaded, but the position is really complex. Just curious who is James Charnik. Oh, is Alexis Sarno, yeah? Yeah, Alexis Sarno. He's playing against a Romanian talent, Grandmaster Diak Bogdan Daniel, and he's going to go for a5 for sure. And then I have some ideas of. I think White is in some trouble. Oh, the knight is trapped. But king d5, king e4 is coming, right? And I'm opening some files in the center. So hmm, queen f3. What's that? I'll take on c3 first, I guess. Or maybe just maintain the tension. Yeah, rook c8 seems like a nice move. Oh, I missed queen e4. Come on. But just g6 should have. It should be fine over there. Hmm? I'll take now. And what can I do here? Maybe just knight f5. This king is weak, but it's somehow I'm not so sure how I'm going to exploit that. But for sure there should be something. Knight e4. I can play bishop b7 and try to harass the knight over there. Okay, let's play knight c4. See what he does. I'm planning to go knight a3 next actually. because the c2 bishop is actually really strong, and I would love to get rid of it. Yeah, knight f3. If rook c1, I just take. If rook c1, let's say I take rook c2, and then bishop b7, and this knight on e4 should be doomed, because he can't move his queen from f3 ever, and eventually I am going to gang up upon that knight and eat it. Bishop d1 is a move, by the way, but quite inhuman to play, I would say. Okay, he does it, and I always had. I'm not so sure if it has meaning here, to be honest. I mean, in this position particularly, of course, throughout the game I was winning completely. Oh, I just missed rook d8. Did I? Oh my god, that's so terrible. Yeah, just rook d8 is winning over here, and he can't stop the mate on d1. Hmm. Again, maybe take, but oh wait a sec, because rook d8 doesn't really threaten rook d1 main because queen d1 is there. So yeah, I was okay. I'm actually not as better as I thought earlier, but yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, over here, of course, I'm just completely winning. Oh, queen d7. I missed queen d7 actually. Queen d7 even stops anything. And I just with f5 because I can just take, and then queen f5 is coming, and the e4 knight is falling. But yeah, bishop c6 should also be fine. But yeah, it allows f5 and a lot of counterplay by white. Rook g8, f6, bishop g2. Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, bishop g2, rook g2, rook g2, and then I missed rook g8. Is there just win and win? Yeah? It should have been very simple. Yes, there's even now rook g2 is coming. I think. Yeah, just rook g2. Very simple stuff. I found it a bit, honestly. Yeah, I missed queen f5 check here. A lot of ways to win here. I mean, just bishop e4. I was a bit afraid of queen e6, but there's oh rook f2. Wow, there's rook g3 check, and this is mate. I missed that. I really missed that. Yeah. Otherwise, white's of course winning the piece. I missed rook into g3. Not so hard to find, but yeah. And here I'm winning, but yeah, I played rook d8, which is apparently not a good move. Queen e1 check. Bishop d7 is a hard move to find. I don't know how that is winning. Maybe it's something like bishop h3 is coming next. But queen e1 check. Okay, bishop d7 is apparently the only way to win for white, for black. I mean, okay. I mean, this is very inhuman. So already here it's really tough. e5 was the last blunder by me. Here rook e8. Yeah, I did that. No, rook e8 is not the move. Say rook d2. Okay, rook d2 is a bit unnatural because my king is not that safe. Oh, here it's saying that I have to play rook e4. Bishop e4 already. It's white who is pressing because he could have gone king h3, saw, but I underestimated. But yeah, this is. But let's see, like, what if I went to D8 here? What's happening here? Oh, it's losing for me. Wow. Oh, of course, rook e4, queen e4, and queen f7. Okay, so that's it. Let's see the standings, the final standings. Oh, Hikaru won the tournament with 10.5 bar 11. Jeffrey Young is second. Rasmus Sven third. Bishop fourth. Chess Warrior, it's a Norderberg here. Norderberg is fifth. Carlsen sixth. Maxim is seventh. Pranav a really strong 2650 young talent from India is ninth. Jan is 10th. Yeah. And where am I? With 6.5. Oh, my Bukos is really bad, it seems. Yeah, 73rd, which is a decent result, I would say. I was not in my best form, but I managed to play some nice